They have no understanding of other cultures. They don't understand the vibration of the drum. You can feel it in your skin. I don't know why. I intimidate them. They shy away from looking straight into my eyes. There's not very many people that can look at me in my eyes the way you do.
Hi everyone, how are you? We're continuing our video series on the topic of American culture versus European culture, and today I am very fortunate to encounter a really special person. I'm gonna meet a Native American. We'll get to know more from a very different perspective on that theme of Europe versus USA. Especially I'm gonna look, me as a European, into the original culture of America. Let's go meet our very special guest.
What do you want to know about what, man? I mean,
From which religion do you...
well, I've gone to different religions.
And I say religion with S actually.
Because my beliefs and the religion's beliefs are a lot different.
Yeah.
You know, I believe everything has life.
Yeah.
And most people look, what do you mean, you know?
I really...
I like to share my experiences because it might help somebody along the way.
Right.
Europeans that came here, they experienced the encounter with our people.
Yes.
So the survivors wrote down what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
That's how.
Yeah. I mean, they just came here and like they think that everything belongs to them. They want it, they can take it.
Mm-hmm.
And they still feel like that.
They still feel like that. So.
Americans still feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the white people. When I was in Germany, one experience was in the gas houses.
Yeah.
They have a stompfish table reserved for the people in the village.
Uh-huh.
You know, the old people come in the evening, drink their beer, play dominoes. The GI soldiers would go into the gas house and go and sit at the stompfish table. The GIs know, they tell them this, you have to know the rules and regulations when you go to another country. Okay? So they tell them all the different things they need to know so they don't get in trouble. They know they're not supposed to sit there.
Right.
And anyway, they think that they're better than anybody else. They don't care. The table's open. They're going to sit there.
And so that's like a behavior typical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They think they can do whatever they want to. They think they can take whatever they want to. Just because they're Americans.
Since last time we talked, what stayed in my mind was the fact you said that you were punished for
speaking a language.
For speaking Lakota, right?
Yeah.
And like, and I find this insane because
in Spanish also.
Yeah. Yeah, in Spanish also. Yeah.
Yeah, they're racist people. You know? Like I say, they're racist people.
Yeah.
They have no understanding of other cultures. You know.
Yeah.
They just think that theirs is the right way and that's the only way. So that creates a big problem for everybody.
Do you think it's progressing in the US?
Well, it was for a while until Trump became president.
Oh, yeah.
And then he turned everything, took 10 steps backwards. This gentleman here, he was a World War II code talker.
Ah, yeah, the one that were
related messages.
Japanese not to understand, right?
The Japanese and the Germans, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him there, and my mother's brother, and of course me.
Yeah.
And that's me, and that's him again over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you go inside with me so you can see my drum.
Oh, yeah. Remove my shoes or...
No, man, you have to go move. You see, those are my hands on the drum. They painted this lady that painted my, those are my hands, all four. Okay. When they painted those, my hands to put on that, a different animal appeared in the middle of my hands.
Really?
By itself.
Wow, yeah.
The head of the wolf, the head of the buffalo, the head of the horse, and the head of the bear. Here's the buffalo. I think there's, let's see, a horse here somewhere. Oh, here's the head of a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the head of a horse.
That's crazy.
So, like I say, those appeared by themselves. They weren't painted on it.
Yeah.
Nobody. So when they, after they did it, they say, how did that happen? How did it happen? The spirit works through my body.
There's one thing I'm really curious about. Other what you have to say about it. But you know, when the hippie movement, they do, like, for example, rainbow gatherings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they have reused Native American traditions and like clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, what's your opinion about that? And like,
well, they were trying to promote peace and harmony, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there was no harm in that, you know.
Yeah.
At least in my view, there was no harm in that.
Is it mostly Lakota or?
Yeah, it's Lakota.
Yeah. In the whole house? Or?
Well, most of it.
Mostly, yeah.
I made this.
Yeah, you made it.
They call it a dancing stick.
Dancing stick, yeah.
Dancing stick, yeah. It used to be a weapon.
With
deer hoof. These were given to me at a powwow.
My mom is going to love to watch this. She told me, like, yeah, I would love to discover about the culture. I feel privileged that you let me in your house, you know.
Oh. Sounds great, man.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it sounds amazing. Yeah,
it is. It's quite awesome. Sometimes I sit out here and drum songs just for the pleasure of it, for the good feeling of it. You know?
Yeah,
because it's in my heart, you know. And sometimes I have to do this because my heart tells me I need the vibration. So
that inspires me to. I always wanted to learn to sing.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes I would do it when I'm alone, especially.
Yeah, of course.
And I just feel it makes me feel so great.
It does.
Almost make me cry sometimes. So
yeah, it does. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I read some books now, like I told you, the stories that they write about our people and the catastrophes that happen and the abuse, and it saddens my heart, and it makes me cry. Because there was no reason for this. They just did it because they could. You know? It's like there was a battle of Sand Creek. Black Kettle was the chief of the Cheyenne people. And they told him, the white man told him to fly the white flag of peace and the American flag over his teepee, that no harm would come to them. One morning in the dawn of morning, the cavalry came and rode in. The warriors were out hunting. They came in and killed all the women and children and all the old men. They killed everybody. They cut out the women's wombs, put them on their saddles, put them on their hats, killed the children, scalped them. For no reason, you know, just for the fun of it. Like if they were dogs, like if they weren't human beings. And that's real sad. That's real sad to me. Killing innocent children for no reason. There was no reason for it. They weren't harm. Women and children, old people, what harm could they bring to you?
Yeah.
They didn't have weapons to even fight back. They just went in there, killed everybody, cut them up. And it says in the book, it says that it's inconceivable that a white man could do such horror. But they did it. So this drum here is made out of elk skin.
Yeah.
Ceremonial drum. The other one, the buffalo one also. The big one is for the powwows. 6 or 8 people sit around drumming songs, you know. Dancing songs.
I think your culture is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, there's not very many people that can look at me in my eyes the way you do. straight in my face and my eyes. Most people cannot do that for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I intimidate them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing to wait for me to intimidate anybody about, you know. But for some reason, they shy away from looking straight into my eyes.
How does that make you feel?
Good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Because you know that I am telling you, if what I'm telling you is coming from my heart,
Oh, yeah.
then I'm not making any of this up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Most people, they don't know. They just don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand it. They don't understand the vibration of the drum. You can feel it in your skin, you know? What you want? What you want? What you want? What you want? Oh, yo que That's good.
Is there like something else you would like you wish for the better in general?
In all of our prayers, in any prayer or song that we sing, mostly the prayers that we sing, at the end of every song are these words, Mitaka Owasi. And that means that we live in peace and harmony with all our brothers and sisters. And that's what I wish for the world.
Peace.
Peace.
And harmony.
And love. Yeah.
And love, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a prayer song, praying to the Creator.
Uh-huh.
I want to honor His name so people can hear it, so He can hear it.
Yeah.
See.